Today, we're going to tear apart a corporate fraud that is so vicious, it doesn't just target your wallet, it targets your ambition. We are going deep inside the free money business scam. It's a really sophisticated trap designed to turn a business owner's greatest strength into the key that unlocks their entire company. Let's get right into it. You know, this quote, it really gets to the heart of the problem here. In business, we're all taught that growth takes hard work, it takes risk. But these scammers, they use a kind of financial jujitsu against you. They dangle this promise of a non-repayable grant, an edge, knowing that the ambitious part of your brain is going to overpower the logical part. And that is the core of the trap. We're about to see exactly how they set it. All right, here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at the ambition trap, who they're actually targeting. Then we'll break down the anatomy of a heist and the psychology behind hijacking your instincts. After that, we're going to walk through the entire scammer's playbook step by step. And then the good part, we'll build your corporate firewall before we wrap up with the one golden rule that will keep you safe. Okay, let's kick things off with Section 1, the ambition trap. See, before we can even get into the mechanics of the scam, we've got to understand the emotional playground these predators operate in. It is all about how your greatest strength can become your biggest vulnerability. And this is absolutely crucial to understand. This scam isn't some random net cast for wealthy people. No, it's a precision-guided weapon, and it's aimed right at what you might call the operational hope of an entrepreneur. Scammers are specifically targeting new business owners, or maybe folks in financially stressed industries. People who are actively looking for capital, just looking for that one break. They hunt your reality by offering to fund your dream, completely risk-free. And this chart shows us exactly why. The data from the Better Business Bureau is pretty clear. Small business owners are the new high-value targets. That high inquiry volume just means they're out there, actively searching for funding, which makes an unsolicited offer seem, well, kind of plausible. And here's the scary part. They often have the most to lose. This isn't about getting tricked out of a small fee. It's about losing everything. Okay, so let's move on to Section 2 and see how this all works. Now we're looking at the anatomy of the heist itself. The core system of this scam actually has a name. It's called Administrative Mimicry. It is a criminal playbook that's been meticulously designed to make a robbery feel like you just won the lottery. So what in the world is administrative mimicry? Well, this definition really nails it. It's not just a fake email we're talking about, it's a psychological siege. These scammers build an entire fraudulent world. They copy the official language, the complicated processes, the whole bureaucratic structure of a real government agency. The goal is to just overwhelm your skepticism with a flood of what looks like legitimacy. Let's be crystal clear about what's at stake here. That small processing fee they ask for, that's just the bait. The real prize is your entire corporate identity. I'm talking bank logins, payroll data, your employer identification number, your EIN. Basically, everything they need to drain your accounts dry and even take out loans in your company's name. The damage can be absolutely catastrophic. So now for Section 3. We've seen what they do, but why does it work so well, especially against smart, driven people? Well, this is where we dive into the psychology of the free money loop. We're going to see how scammers hijack our most predictable cognitive biases. This is the question that just haunts every single victim. Why do savvy, experienced business owners fall for this stuff? It's not about being smart or not smart. It's about psychology. The scam is literally engineered to bypass your analytical brain and speak directly to your hopes, your instincts. The first tool they use against you is your own optimism bias. I mean, as an entrepreneur, your brain is an optimization machine, right? You're always looking for the edge. You're hardwired to believe things will work out, to see opportunity where others see risk. That's what makes you successful. But the scammers, they hijack that exact trait, and they frame their scam as the ultimate shortcut you've been looking for. And the second tool is the sunk cost fallacy. As soon as you start their fake application, you fill out a form, give them a little bit of info, a biological drive just kicks in. You've invested time, you've invested hope, so your brain starts telling you to just see it through, because quitting now would make you feel, well, foolish. The scammer is literally banking on this exact feeling. They know that once they've got you on the hook, you'll feel this internal pressure to keep going, even when those red flags start popping. Okay, this brings us to the real core of our analysis. Section 4, the scammer's playbook. We are going to deconstruct this attack step by step, just like a security analyst would, so you can see every single gear in this nasty machine. So here it is, the playbook,
broken down into 6 methodical steps. 1. Targeting. They scour public records to find new LLCs, especially in sectors that are struggling. 2. The ruse. A pre-approval email shows up, and it's just packed with professional jargon and a fake award ID to make it look official. 3. The anchor. They offer a really specific, uneven grant amount, something like $14,682.20. That weirdly specific number, it's designed to make it seem more legitimate. 4. The pivot. This is key. Right when you're hooked, they ask you to pay a federal insurance bond or some verification fee. 5. The harvest. While you're distracted by the money you think you're about to get, they're collecting your EIN, your bank logins, all your deposit info. And finally, step 6, the exit. They send a fake confirmation email. This buys the thief about 2 weeks to completely drain your accounts before you even realize something is wrong.
Now, I really want you to focus on this slide for a second. This is the single most critical moment in the whole scam. The fee for funding pivot. This is the psychological choke point. The entire operation is designed to get you to this exact moment. They've built up your hope, they've anchored you to a specific dollar amount, and they've gotten you invested in the process. So now, they frame literal theft as just a tiny administrative hurdle you have to clear to get your big payout. It's a masterful and terrible piece of manipulation. So, now that we know the playbook, how do we defend against it? Okay, let's move to Section 5, your corporate firewall. This is where we shift from just analyzing the problem to taking action. I'm going to give you a clear strategic protocol for defense and detection. This is all about getting your financial skepticism back. This right here, this might be the single most powerful detection tool you have. It's what I call the Gov domain audit. Just look at the difference. A scammer will use a domain that sounds official, maybe something with .org in it. But a real federal partner, like the Small Business Administration, the SBA, will always use an address that ends in .gov. No exceptions. If it ends in anything else, it's a trap. It's really that simple. So here it is, your security protocol. 4 non-negotiable rules. First, the pay-to-play red flag. Real grants never, ever require an upfront fee. Second, the unsolicited approval check. You can't win a grant you didn't apply for. It just doesn't happen. Third, the .gov domain audit we just covered. And fourth, the SBA switchboard rule. If someone calls you claiming to be from the SBA, just hang up. Find the official public phone number for the SBA yourself, and you call them directly to verify. And hey, if you ever find yourself in one of these conversations, here is your safe exit script. You should literally memorize this. I only process federal applications through the official Grants.gov portal. I will be conducting an independent audit of this offer through my state's SBA office. That one sentence does 2 powerful things. It instantly tells the scammer you know the rules, and it signals that you're about to expose them. Trust me, they will hang up. And that brings us to our final section, the golden rule. This is the one single core principle that sums up everything we've learned today and can protect you from countless financial threats out there. The principle is this: capital never moves without friction. Think about it. Getting funding is hard, right? It involves applications and due diligence and underwriting and contracts. There is always friction. So if money, especially free money, is moving towards you really quickly and really easily without any of that normal resistance, you have to assume it's not growth. It's a heist. So the most important point, the ultimate takeaway from this whole thing, is this simple mantra. I want you to burn this into your brain. If I have to pay to get the grant is the scam. This one simple rule is your most powerful firewall. It cuts right through all the jargon, all the fake documents, all the psychological games. It's the simple truth. So let's wrap this up. We've deconstructed this thing called business grant fraud, a scam that uses administrative mimicry to look legit. We learned it works by hijacking your natural optimism bias, which makes you vulnerable to that critical fee-for-funding pivot. But your defense is simple, because legitimate grants never, ever ask you to pay. Which leaves us with this final thought. Now that you know the playbook, how will you protect your ambition? Because protecting your company isn't about killing that ambition, not at all. It's about channeling it with a healthy, strategic dose of skepticism. Thanks for joining me today.